There is a property of quantum mechanics called the act of the observer. And the double slit experiment proved that light travels both as a particle and a wave. So I asked my physics teacher in college one time, I said, if the vacuum of space prevents particles and atoms, whatever, from traveling through it, because particles of mass, atoms need a medium with which they are to travel, how does light still travel from the sun and the stars and shine and blah, blah, blah? And he said, well, light, being both a photon and a wave, acts as its own surfer and surfboard, meaning it acts as its own means of transport and it acts as the thing being transported. I said, okay, that's fucking confusing and fascinating. So, alright, visualization and manifestation are quantum mechanical in nature. Let me explain. We know the entire universe is mental. What that means is it is a construct of the collective unconscious and conscious of everything, observing and not observing all at the same time. There's a rule of quantum mechanics that says something cannot exist unless it is being observed, which led me down a rabbit hole of, well, if we know that the universe is like 95 something billion light years across and we can see it, does that mean that everything is under observation all the time? Which then led me down a rabbit hole of, well, there must be a creator who's watching us, because that is the most logical Occam's razor explanation. The simplest answer is oftentimes the correct answer. So, this led me down my next theoretical basis of understanding, rabbit hole, of, okay, well, if everything is a construct of the mind, and everything is mental, that means that the things that happen in our mind are on a different dimensional process than what we are experiencing here in the third dimension. Okay. Physics says that when two objects collide in this reality in third dimension, it is not a collision of particles, but merely a collision of forces. The forces of this hand that bind the vibrational frequencies of the atomic structure in this hand, when they collide with the atomic structure and vibrational forces of this hand, they are not bumping particles, but they are bumping the actual forces, the electromagnetic radiation and the gravitational magnetism that exists within the bonds of the atoms. Say that 10 times fast. However, okay, what happens up here, there is no mass. Laws of conservation of energy, thank you Newton, tells us that for each action, there is an equal and an opposite reaction. And Einstein tells us about the laws of relativity, says the closer towards the speed of light you go, the more mass you reach, and before you ever even reach a significant percentage of the speed of light, you will thus obtain infinite mass. So I have a theory, because this video just made, like I said, a whole bunch of interim pieces of information that I've learned over the last 22 years finally just like clicked. I was like, holy shit, this is how it works. Not to mention, this is definitely what I've been doing over the last like 2 years to manifest myself a new life. So, you want to visualize money, or celebrity, or a new house, or a puppy, or a new girlfriend, true love, etc. It doesn't matter. You first have the infinite scope that is the inside of your mind. You are creating, with light from your mind, the visualization of a desire yet to be realized, creating a mental picture, right? Okay, so from this mental picture, you are organizing the photons of light that are in your mind into a structured image, thus giving it form and function. Alright, so how does that form and function, now realized in your mind, become an object you hold in your hand? The longer you observe it, the light is going to collapse from waves that which we cannot see into particles that which we can see. The longer you observe it, the more you are dampening the vibration, because there is a law of mass and tension that says the more mass you give an object, the lower it's going to vibrate. The same is true for music. That's why on a piano, the lowest key is going to vibrate real slow, whoa, 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 versus a high note that's going to be like, da, 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 you know. So you hold on to this visualization longer and longer and longer, and you are lowering the vibration from that which is above to that which is in here with us below over a prolonged period of time. And time is the rate, it's a delta. Physics says time is a delta. It's a rate of change over a specific length of time. So through the physics mean of delta, and you are adding mass to a vibration. Emotion is how we add the mass to a vibrational desire, a manifestation. Emotion is energy in motion. It's energy times mass in motion, okay? When you're adding mass to an emotion, and you are adding the emotion to the visualization, you are adding mass, and you are lowering the vibration until finally it becomes in a low enough vibrational frequency with which it can manifest on this plane of existence. So, this would explain, okay, why, one, it takes so long, because your thoughts and hopes and dreams and desires are of an extremely high vibration, especially if they're positive. The more positive and enlightening they are, the higher the frequency they're going to be. And this is also why negativity is so much more apt to be able to happen quicker, because anger and violence, and these are all lower vibrational frequencies that are already really close to this dimensional vibrational frequency match. What the hell? And there's other ways to add mass to a desire, like a visualization board, when you draw things out, when you journal stuff, okay, you speak your desires, you think and think and think and think, and you hold on to this desire, this visualization, as much as you can, and you fight like hell to make sure that you are only holding this in your mind. I have this wonderful mantra that I keep telling myself: I reject all negativity and I accept only positivity. And let me tell you, it works. It works. Not to mention the power of music, because everything that vibrates has a tone in our musical spectrum. We know the human ears can only hear between a certain amount of hertz frequencies, just like the human eyes can only see between a certain sliver of the UV spectrum. So when in doubt, visualize it out. You can do it. If you want a new job, you want more money, you want celebrity, you need a new love of your life, new passion, new life path, new home, even down to like a cup of coffee or something, it can be visualized, and this is how you do it. Okay.